Thanks guys, it's your boy Mighty Teacher. We are still on exponents, but now we are going to discuss how to raise a power to a further power. So what this basically means is that you already have an exponential expression, but then you're now raising it to a further exponent. So let me show you what I mean. Let's say bakupe x squared, and then that x squared is raised to a power of 4. So remember what an exponent tells you. It tells you how many times we must multiply this expression by itself. So since we have 4 here, that means we must multiply this expression 4 times. So we'll have x squared multiplied by x squared multiplied by x squared multiplied by x squared. That is 4 times. And remember the first rule I said, whenever you have exponents that have the same base and are multiplying each other, that is the product rule. We just take the base and add the exponents. So we can simply take 1x and add all the exponents. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. So we have 4 2's, that is 8. So our answer becomes x to the power of 8. Okay, that is simple, but we can write it like this. So remember we had x squared raised to the 4th, so that is also equals to x 2 times 4. You can just simply multiply the two exponents 2 and 4. You get x to the power of 8, which is the same as x to the power of 8 that we got by expanding the expression. Okay, so let's look at another example. Now we have 2x raised to the third. Outside the brackets you have x, you have a squared. So that means this expression we have to repeat it twice. So that means we have 2x to the third multiplied by 2x to the third. All right. So that is equals to 4, because we have multiplied the constants first. 2 times 2 gives us 4. X to the third and x to the third, since they have the same base, we just simply add the exponents. So that means we will have x 3 plus 3, which is equals to 6. So we have 4x to the power of 6. Okay, but or we could do this the other way around. So we have 2x to the third. So if this was supposed to be raised to the second, so let me just put it 2 here. All right, so that means if we if we multiply by this exponent, that means this 2 will have to multiply the constant and multiply this x to the third. So 2 squared and x 3 times 2. So 2 squared will give us 4, and x to the power 3 times 2 will give us 6, which is the same answer as that one. You see 4x to the power of 6 and 4x to the power of 6. So raising a power further, you just simply have to multiply the exponent into the constant and the variables that you have. You just simply multiply with this one. That's how you get it the easy way around. But if you still don't get it, you can expand and then use all those rules we learned earlier. All right, so the last examples that we are going to do, maybe let's include a constant, 2 different variables. All right, so now you have 2ab raised to the 4th. Okay, so that means this 2 has to multiply, this 4 has to multiply the 2, the a, and the b. So 4, okay, so we have 2 to the power of 4, a to the power of 4, and b to the power of 4. And then our denominator is still the same. We still have 2a squared and b to the third. Right, so expanding this 2 to the 4th, we know that 2 raised to the 4th is equals to 16, and then we still have a to the 4th and b to the 4th. Right, so how many times will 2 go into 16? It's 8, so that is our 8. And then remember the quotient rule. Whenever 2 exponents that have the same base are dividing each other, we just subtract the exponents. So we'll have 4 minus 2 and b 4 minus 3. So our answer becomes 8. 4 minus 2 is 2, and 4 minus 3 it's 1. So our b doesn't have a 1, because remember, when the exponent is 1, you don't need to write it down.